bro, the Hurt Business, those guys have lost about 40 matches in a row. Let me team back up with. Who would do that, bro? If anything, recruit new guys. Hey, bro, did you read this? Because I was thinking about you today, bro. Did you, bro? Triple H. I guess this is another Triple H idea. Triple H is changing Lashley's character again, bro. These freaking guys, bro. They're not qualified for the position.
For what?
Bro, I didn't even read the article because I didn't care. I'm like, bro, like, how many character changes are they going to be before you look in the mirror and say, you know what, man, I'm really not qualified to do this. There's a lot more misses than hits. I really need to find somebody who knows what they're doing. How many characters are we going to change, Chris?
And that's my issue, though. That's my issue, Vince. You say this a lot, and it's very, very true. That's this type of stuff that you're going to get if you don't have someone concentrated on doing the writing. You're going to get that over and over. Okay, well, he's this. Okay, well, he's this. Because they're not writers. Triple H is not a writer. Is he head of creative? Sure. Is he able to recruit? Sure. Does he have an eye for talent? Sure, I'll give you that, because NXT for a while was a hot brand for a couple of years. Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Pac or Neville at that time, Seth Rollins, and so forth. It was a hot brand. But as a writer, though, that's where I'm not confident in him being a writer, man. And we see that off and on. We see that all the time with Raw. Did you find it? Did you find the article?
I was just looking for it. I didn't see. I didn't see the headline right away. But yeah. Go
ahead and let me know your thoughts on that. I'll try to find it out.
Chris, this is what bothers me so much about the wrestling business, bro. Really, I swear to God, because here's the game, bro. This is how the game gets played. The more power you can accumulate, the more power you have, the more stroke you have, the more money you make. So it's all about achieving more and more and more power. So I am a big advocate, Chris, of staying in your lane. You know what you do best. You know what your strengths are. You know what your weaknesses are. If everybody stayed in their lane, you'd have a very successful company. But what happens, Chris, is you have people crossing over lanes because, more hats, more positions means more money, means more power. Yeah. Bro, we're not all good at everything, bro. I mean, listen, bro, come on. I got drilled through a cage and was the heavyweight champion for 24 hours. Bro, you think realistically I could have been a heavyweight champion? That is the equivalent of Triple H writing the show. Yeah. That is the equivalent of it, bro. Yep. And that's my problem. If you guys just stayed in your lane and did what you were good at and found the right people to do the other jobs, bro.
Yep. I agree 100%, man. So I found it.
Okay, yeah, let me hear, because I didn't even read it. I read the headline. I just laughed.
All right, so this is So I was going back to the original source here. It was on another site, but so I'll give credit to PW Insider. So that's who credited that's who the site credited. So I'm gonna credit PW Insider for this. So basically, they report that discussions have picked up about turning Bobby Lashley heel soon, based on his behavior lately on Raw. So and we have seen some Alexander, Shelton Benjamin chatting again. MVP saying that he wanted to chat with Adam Pearce. And so basically it seems as if the Hurt Business is going to come back again.
Bro, can I ask you a very basic question, Chris? I'm going to ask you a very basic question.
Yes,
If
please.
you couldn't make that work the first time, why do you think you're going to make it work?
Exactly. Like, make this. I'm gonna make it make sense, guy. I'm a psychology doctor, so let's just. I'm logic. It revs my engine. Let's make this make sense. All right. So he was a part of a faction with the Hurt Business. All right. So what happened was he broke away from the Hurt Business, just did a solo gig with MVP. He basically disbanded Shelton Benjamin and Shelton Alexander, made both of them look like rejects. And guess what? They end up kind of looking like rejects because they tried again and he pushed them away, making them look like rejects. So all of a sudden, they haven't done anything to build up credibility again. But for some odd reason, poof. They're no longer rejects. Help me understand.
Chris, that is the key. That you just hit the nail on the head. So now you're bringing the Hurt Business that together, and now they're at a point where they even mean less than they did before.
Exactly.
Like you were saying, bro, if Lashley was on the run and okay, bro, let's rebuild these guys. Yeah. Let's make these guys strong again. And you know what? Build them. 6 months, we'll reunite them. That's not what they did. You crapped on these guys. You beat these guys. You buried these guys, so they mean absolutely nothing. So now you can put Lashley with guys that mean absolutely. I mean, come on, Chris. These people are not qualified for their jobs, man. Correct. That is the problem. I'm reading today, bro. AEW new set. The 2023. Guess what, bro? Down 14% from the same time last year. And then in 2 days, Tony Khan's going to tell us about the growth of AEW.
Yeah.
Will you guys stop BSing, man? Make the adjustments you need to make, bro. Yeah. You've got to fix this stuff, man.
100%. I agree 100%, man. You're a baseball guy. It reminds me of like someone who's a shortstop. They go to the majors. They didn't cut it in the majors. They went back to the minors. And all of a sudden, they don't do anything to prove their worth in the minors.
Bring them back up.
Yeah, let's just go. Let's just bring up the shortstop.
Bring them back up. Put them in the starting lineup.
Yeah. It's like,
hey, bro, no business works like this. And I'm telling you why, Chris. Because we're talking about incompetent people. There are no incompetent people in professional sports or college sports. If you're incompetent, you don't have a job.
Yeah.
Okay, there are no Ohio State, I promise you, 0 incompetent people. In professional wrestling, that's all you have, bro. That is all you have, man.
And somehow the fans are supposed to latch onto that. I don't understand it. I mean, like, if this is supposed to be sports entertainment, like same thing with a football. If someone's a starting quarterback and we bench him, and then the quarterback gets injured and he comes in a couple of times and he does nothing to prove his worth to start again, that would be like, let's just bring him. Let's just start. Like, prove to me why you deserve to be in this spot again. The Hurt Business, Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin has been going on main event. Cedric Alexander's been jobbing out all the time. Now, they had something good in the very beginning. Like, Bobby Lashley was U.S. champ, and I think they were he was a world champ and they were tag champs, or he was U.S. and they were tag team champs for a while. They all three of them had a title, and it looked really good on them, man. And they looked prestigious, and they came in suits, and Cedric Alexander looked like he was somebody. But now he's involved in like 24/7 gigs, and he doesn't win matches, and Shelton Benjamin doesn't win matches. How are they qualified to be a part of the Hurt Business 2.0? And it feels worse and lesser than. How is that going to boost Bobby Lashley as a star when his affiliates are worse than they once were?
And Chris, here's the problem. We're talking about Bobby Lashley.
Correct.
Bobby Lashley should be a main eventer at the top of the. We're not talking about Elias.
Correct.
You're talking about a mega star, bro. That's what we're talking about.
And how is and to that point, Vince, how is affiliating himself? If I'm trying to get to main event status, how is affiliating myself with Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander at their current state going to give me any type of points or reputation or steam to become a main eventer? I don't understand. Are they going to have them job out in matches again? Or are they just going to do run-ins again, which dilutes his character because it doesn't make him look strong, makes him look like a chicken crap heel. And you don't want that because he should be able to hold his own. I don't get it.
Bro, we're going right back to this past Monday, 3 guys and a wrestler in a hostile takeover, musical instruments magically appearing. Here's what you're talking about, Chris. There's zero logic.
None.
Zero. Bro, again, I'm gonna do what I did every time I wrote a wrestling show. I'm gonna put myself as I'm writing this. I am now in Bobby Lashley's shoes. Mm-hmm. Oh. The Hurt Biz, those guys have lost about 40 matches in a row. Let me team back up with who would do that, bro? If anything, recruit new guys. If anything, find new young studs. Yes. This should have been, the Hurt Biz. With those other guys, it was all about them. These guys know it's all about me. Yeah. Rick, but to go back to the well, logically, bro, it makes zero sense.
None at all. And that's a good point. I mean, like, if you're going to do another Hurt Business, make it 2 other guys. Because, like, if you get fired from the job, Vince, like, what, and you do nothing to regain your job back.
Right.
How does it make good business sense to give you the job back?
Chris, that was a great point. Somebody gets fired from their job. They continue to be complete failures.
Yeah.
But you hire them back. I mean, that bro, that's incompetence. It is incompetent. There's no other explanation for it, bro.
Zero.